What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Right now, we're going to be talking about the NFL playoffs promo, and a lot of things are going crazy right now. I'm going to tell you this, and these are just some of the things that I've done. You don't have to invest the same way, but if you have a theme team and your team made the playoffs, you are more than likely going to be getting a lot of different upgrades, right? So we're Raiders theme team, so we're all focused on the Raiders right now. Nothing else really matters for me. So this is what I'm looking at for like some of the top players that are going to be getting released. Darren Waller, Divine Diablo. Those are two key players that are more than likely going to get upgrades. So what does that mean? There's a lot of things going on within the game right now where some of you guys, I can't really remember if you automatically get the power up when you complete the player set with the playoffs. I got to go back and look at my older videos from last year with the playoff promo. But either way, it doesn't matter. Everybody doesn't know what's going on. Most people that get into the game, they just want to go ahead and get the player. They have no idea what's going on and what's happening. As far as like the power-up passes and stuff like that, there's a lot of different ways to go ahead and, you as a viewer of mine, to not be affected by the market itself, because you're going to be smart enough to know, all right, look, this is the way we're preparing. Other players may not know that, so you have to take advantage of being able to do that. So what does that mean? Divine Diablo, Darren Waller, two key parts of the Raiders team. When they get their upgrades, everybody won't know about the power-up pass method. Now, the one thing I'll tell you, the 91 overall Darren Waller, that's pretty expensive. So unless you have the suitable amount of coins to go ahead and invest in that situation, I would probably avoid it, because it doesn't really make a lot of logical sense to do that, because his cards are about like 130, 140 each. So if they go up to about 200, whatever, you're going to still make good profit. But just understand this, right? With Divine Diablo, I got all of them for like 20K, right? I got all of the Divine Diablos that were available for like 20K. It is what it is. This is what is available right now. So what I'm banking on is that he gets a card and that people are not aware of where their power pass is, or maybe they don't want to use it and they don't mind spending 50. Because even if I make 2 times the value, that's just easy profit. Like I said, I spent 20K average for all of the ones that I have in my binder right now. So could I keep going crazy with it? Yes, I absolutely could. I could keep going wild and just keep buying them, but we don't know like how far this will go and which route people will take to go ahead and get it. What I will tell you is this though, with the way that the game is set up, the only other way, let's say for instance a player doesn't know where his power-up pass is, right? I don't believe that the rising stars don't have a set. The only way you could get them is by using training inside the store. So let's just say for whatever reason that this plan works, right? And we get them for dirt cheap. And, where is it? There it goes right there. So let's say, for instance, this is the only route that a person can go to go ahead and get them. It's going to serve us better because we have that card. Just in case somebody doesn't know where their power pass is. Now, there are so many users on the game, there's going to be a need for those 89 overall cards, right? It always turns out like that. It's just the fact of the matter is like, yo, do I want to spend the coins now? A lot of us just don't want to do it. The same thing with like the way that it's going with Darren Waller. I'm not going to go crazy with the 91s. Is there a chance that the 91 is more valuable than the 89 of Diablo? Yes, it's absolutely true. But I'm going with what I'm comfortable with as an investor. Like, dude, you can listen to somebody else and do whatever you want. Like, yo, bro, why you not doing this? Why you not doing that? Like, look, we don't know if the power-up is going to be included, but what I could tell you is this, right? I'm not going to buy any more power-ups because just for the simple fact that I can't really remember if last year the power-up was included with the, the playoff promo player, it might not be beneficial. And you guys got to remember, it doesn't matter how bad Divine Diablo's zone coverage and all that stuff is, he's going to be super fast, and he's going to be, obviously, he's 6'3". So those are the numbers you got to look for, and they're going to have to enhance his hit power because the boy been out there playing pretty well. So this dude right here is going to be a monster. And I got to bank on it because I just feel like it's going to happen. Now, if you guys have other ideas of other players that are current players, like, like the Josh Jacobs, I don't care. Josh Jacobs cards are not usually good. So if that turns out to make more, that's fine. But these are the type of things that you have to look for. Now, as far as the Niners go, a lot of you guys will ask me, yo, Gmias, what about the Niners? Current players like Garoppolo, obviously Deebo Samuel, there's a lot of, it's like a give and take because, obviously you're going to get the Bosa. I I'm not going to probably go back to that route of going Niners theme team. So I'm not prepared to tell you what you should do for your respective theme team that made the playoffs. The Buccaneers, all you guys that are asking me, look at your theme team and look at the players that you feel are going to be standouts that EA has to give you those upgrades for. And that's what the player's more than likely going to be. Because we can go through the Raiders right now. Like even Brandon Parker, he just got one of those stocking stuffers. Is it a chance that he gets a +1? We don't know. It is what it is. I'm really upset though that Carson Wentz, and we didn't get an upgrade because the Colts would have definitely given Quentin Nelson an upgrade. They would have made the playoffs, so that was pretty bad. But when you look through everything else, like the Josh Jacobs, like I said before, you know, it is what it is. Marcus Mariota, like who cares, dude? Like, well, actually, if he were to get an upgrade, oh, I don't know. That might actually, dude, we might have to get rid of Derrick Henryton. Dude, let's not jump to conclusions. Let's not go too crazy. But those are just some of the things that are going on right now. Denzel Perryman, we don't really care about. Everybody else that we have there is pretty much legends, it looks like. So, and then Khalil Mack, you know, right now plays for the Bears, and we know they can't even sniff a goddamn playoff. So we're not really worried about that too much. All right, so look, those are the two key players that I'm looking forward to. All right, the Darren Waller, the Diablo. Why not make some coins in the process? Now, as far as what's going to be going on with the free players, I know you guys always like, yo, Gmia, what do you think about how they're going to do the free player scenario? Well, more than likely what they're going to do, guys, if you are, you know, pretty much inclined and you've already subscribed and you've already turned on post notifications, you guys know I got nothing but love for you guys. Appreciate you guys that show that support. But speaking on that, if you've already done that, you would know that they're more than likely going to release something similar to every promo. So you're going to probably get an end cap player that's going to be free. That may just go into the power up that you already have. That's going to be rather simplistic, right? Like you're just going to be able to go ahead and do that with no issue by playing a few challenges, getting a couple stars, well, not a couple, but a decent amount, and then you're going to be able to get one of those cards with the playoff promo for free. But I think EA is going to blow our minds with the actual legend part of the NFL promo that nobody's talking about, because they always give you like that legend player status thing. That's what I'm looking for. What are going to be the legend players that they're going to give us that are going to be on top of the current NFL promo? Because that doesn't have to be respective to any specific team that made the playoffs. They just give us NFL playoff legends. So there's a lot of stuff that's coming with this right now as far as the promo goes. I would be very, very careful to just be, you know, observant and watch out to what EA is putting out on social media, because if your theme team is going to be involved in this, right, and they made the playoffs, you're probably going to be sitting on a gold mine. Now, is this a good time to switch theme teams and go someplace else? I would say before they actually launch it, to do it, if you were going to do it now. Because if you wait and everybody knows what's coming, it's going to be impossible to get it done. And a lot of the cards right now are still cheap because they don't know. All we know are the teams that made the playoffs. We don't know specifically the cards that are coming out. So I would just make sure that you guys see visibly what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to be upgrading my Raiders theme team, but I'm also going to be trying to make a little bit of a profit off of certain cards. Let me know what you guys are thinking and if your team made the playoffs. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.